speaking about Tom, what can I say? I was going to speak about him doing press junkets and his scants and how he prefers wearing socks because it frees his legs up but his feet don't get cold. But that wasn't really prescient to a movie news show, so I had to sort of remove that topic out of the actual show. And instead I'm just going to speak about Cherry. Look, I reacted to this movie, the trailer. I was blown away by his performance in the trailer. I thought he looked really, really good. It's a different side to Tom Holland that we've seen before. I seen that in The Devil All Around. He was really, really good in that, alongside the likes of Pattinson and Bill Skarsgård. It's just a stacked cast. Sebastian Stan, the other guy, Jason Clarke. Is it Jason Clarke? I don't know. Guy from Doctor Sleep and Everest and all those movies. Great actor. He was amazing in that movie. So I've already seen that side of him, the non-spandex superhero side, and I know what he's capable of. He delivered a really emotive, dark performance. This young troubled guy who lost his mother to cancer, his dog got crucified, and his dad was an alcoholic with PTSD and ended up killing himself too. Then, to make matters worse, he lost a sort of friend stroke sister figure. She hung herself, and then he nearly got killed with two backpacking sort of or hitchhiking murderers. So it was a hard time for him in that movie, and he delivered an authentic performance. It looks as though we're getting a similar thing here. He's working with the Russos once again. He's a bank robber. He's an ex-military guy. He's dropped out. He's a really troubled young fella. He's got romance going in there. Just discontentment. All sorts of crazy shit going on. It looked like a really great performance. And now we've got the critics coming out and speaking about this movie. The early reactions are in. And whilst they praised shite like The Last Jedi to the absolute heavens, they says it was one of the greatest Star Wars movies ever made. We're talking bollocks. They went down a different sort of route here. They're maybe utilising a different sort of tact here. And they're kind of slagging the movie off, and this hurts me to my very soul, because I was looking forward to this movie when the Russos meet with Tom Holland, and it's a dark sort of story about adolescence and things like that. It intrigues me. But this is one of the quotes from David Rooney of The Hollywood Reporter, and he had this to say: that it's easy to understand why the Russos leaned on Holland to play their lead role in this difficult adaptation, because the actor's now known for making exaggerated characters seem believable. The end result is a tour de force for Holland. What? That's good, isn't it? His courageous co-star Kira, bravo. And for the Russos, who break free from the invisible limitations that success in the comic book genre can apply. That's great. I did say he had a great sort of look to him in the trailer, that he was giving off a good performance, sort of visually, aesthetically. He went through a transformation. It looked harrowing. He was talking about sounds in his head not going away and stuff like that. It was a really impressive showing in a 2-minute trailer, and I'd be very intrigued to see how that's going to translate over a 2-hour movie, whatever length this movie is. Here's David Ehrlich from IndieWire. He says basically a 2-hour plus marriage of dirty realist misery porn with flashy technique followed by 5 minutes of the most cliched and unearned redemption. This grandiose misfire does nothing to advance Apple TV Plus's footprint in the original film arena. I'd love to see this David Ehrlich's comments on the likes of Dark Fate, Dark Phoenix, Last Jedi, Wonder Woman 1984. I'd love to see what this guy's comments are on those movies. The kind of movies that will get him access to premiere events and, in a sense, brown nose and arse licking the sort of executives at these companies. I'd love to see what he had to say about those movies before I kind of trust his word on this movie, because as you tend to put a sort of closer glance on these movie critics and their early reactions, you realise they're very much motivated by non-movie related things, i.e. more money, brown nosing executives, try to enhance and further their career. You ain't going to get that here, because I'm some bitch goon from Glasgow, so I'll give it as it is. Fresh-faced Tom Holland. This is coming in from Owen Gleiberman of Variety, very esteemed publication over in New America. I presume it's in LA or something, I don't know where it is. Fresh-faced Tom Holland, despite his admirable commitment to the bit, radiates so much friendly neighbourhood sincerity that he can only wear his character's indifference like it's just another mask. Is that not what every actor on the planet does? Do they not just really wear masks? I mean, Jared Leto's not really some fat, grotesque waste of oxygen that murdered an absolute living legend. George Clooney wasn't really I'm the Batman. He wasn't really flinging out superhero super credit cards and shit like that. They just wear masks. That's what they do. That's the job, And the final quote I'm going to read, I'll read this one. I'll read Alonso Duralde because it's an amazing name and it deserves to be read out. It's from the Rap. He had this to say: for Holland, the motivation is obvious. He's proving he's not just a kid in a spandex suit, a lightweight escapist star. He can do the real heavy stuff too. But Cherry's also a showy advertisement for its directors, Anthony and Joe Russo, these superhero auteurs of the Avengers and Captain America films. And Cherry, they are proving their dark side of the street cred. I like that. We're seeing some mixed bag reactions in a sense, and look, I'm tongue-in-cheek slagging these people off who are slagging the movie off. I ain't seen this movie yet. It could be an absolute pile of shit. It could be the one shining thing in the movie is Tom Holland's performance. I don't know, but I'm liking some of the mixed reactions. There's some of the more positive in the mixed reactions, just in a sense saying that, look, Tom's trying to become a more diverse actor, try to expand out his range. We've seen this with the likes of Robert Pattinson, we've seen it with the likes of Ryan Reynolds and Ryan Gosling and Leonardo DiCaprio. At various junctures in their careers, they've had to step out of the comfort zone and do something a little bit different. I've already seen it, as I keep saying, with Devil All Around earlier last year. I know he can do it. I've got full faith that this guy's performance is there. I'm looking forward to watching this movie. Regardless of what some of these people are saying, I will watch it. I will give my own response to it, I'm sure. And maybe not on here, but at some point I'll give a response to it. I'm absolutely certain. But look, I'm going to move on, man.